President Trump will not have limits to military actions in Venezuela, for now at least. The Senate narrowly blocked a war powers resolution on Wednesday, with Vice President J.D. Vance breaking that tie. That vote coming as President Trump meets with Venezuela's opposition leader, María Corina Machado, today. That's less than 2 weeks after the capture of Venezuelan President Nicolás Maduro, and with major uncertainty about the future leadership of the South American country. NewsNation's Libbey Dean is live for us at the White House this morning. Libbey, man, I mean, talk about a whole lot at stake today. What do we know about this meeting?
Good morning to you, Markie. So this will get underway just after noon here at the White House, and President Trump hasn't ruled out that potential leadership role in Venezuela for María Machado, saying she may be involved in some aspect. But right after Nicolás Maduro, you'll remember, was seized by U.S. forces, the president had said Machado didn't have the support and respect, ultimately, of the Venezuelan people. And President Trump, speaking Wednesday with acting President Delcy Rodriguez, writing, "We're making tremendous progress as we help Venezuela recover." He also mentioned they discussed oil, minerals, trade, and national security, adding that Venezuela will soon be great and prosperous again. Now, President Trump expected to sit down with acting President Delcy Rodriguez next month. And as the White House works to boost that oil business there, it's made its first Venezuelan oil sale. Sources say some 500 million's worth of that oil, and we're expecting more sales there soon. Markie?
And Libbey, the president also facing rising tensions with Iran as well. You and I have been talking about this all week long. What's the latest in the Middle East?
Well, the president has said that he's learned the killing of Iranian protesters is stopping, though speaking in the Oval Office yesterday, he did express some skepticism. Let's take a listen.
Very important sources on the other side, and they've said the killing has stopped and the executions won't take place. There was supposed to be a lot of executions today, and that the executions won't take place. We've been told on good authority, and I hope it's true. Who knows, right? Who knows?
Now, NewsNation's Kelly Meyer has spoken with at least one Iranian American who says the killings are still taking place there, and the president isn't ruling out this potential military action, saying he's going to watch and see what the process is there. This is, we of course are learning that the Trump administration is evacuating military personnel from certain U.S. bases in the Middle East as he does weigh those potential options, and then also any potential retaliation if he moves forward with those options. Now, the U.S. is moving a carrier strike group also from the South China Sea to the CENTCOM area, which includes parts of the Middle East, according to a source with knowledge of the situation there. Now, Iran also closed its airspace to commercial flights for hours yesterday, and we know the president is following the situation in Iran very closely. According to these White House officials that I've spoken to, Markie, the president is getting regularly briefed on this. And also, he is seeking out those updates on the death toll there, which we know now sits over 2,600, according to reports there, Markie.
Thank you for watching. Subscribe below and download our NewsNation app right now on your phone, and you will get fact-based, unbiased news for all Americans.